singer-songwriter Lyal Strickland.
And that's farmer, friend, and jack of all trades Chris Horn.
And we're those Tastebudguys.
Gotta be a Karen, right?
Fair enough.
So I got my Karen.
Put that away.
Okay.
Yeah. That's exactly
That's a
right.
hell of a way to start a show.
That's exactly right.
It's so clean in here.
I'm so not a Karen.
We're not here to drink White Claws.
Yeah, it's real clean. If you guys could only see over on this side.
Just saying. Sorry.
Oh my
Sorry.
gosh. Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining us one more time. And we have some guests, which we're going to introduce in just a second. But first, like, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
TikTok.
Hey, you know what? Go ahead and follow us on TikTok. You see if you can find us. Let me know if you do.
I
Anyways,
hear it's a thing that kids use.
Patreon's a good. You know what? If you guys start Patreon, start donating to Patreon, I could get a new co-host. We could do away with this.
Could up the ante.
Yes.
The ante.
At the very least, we could get more liquor, and I could put up with it better. All right. We have some guests, as I said, that we are. Well, I'll let you take this.
Yeah. So you guys run the Unsung Dreamers Podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to let you guys introduce everything. Tell us about yourselves.
It's me. My name is Dan. This is my wife, Tara, my beautiful wife, Tara. We are the hosts of the Unsung Dreamers Podcast, which is mostly focused on showcasing the music scene of Springfield, Missouri, because there's a lot of musicians that play around these parts that have hella stories, and they have gone through a lot, and they have dreamed a lot, and they have worked very, very hard, and they are very, very talented. They might just not be, the most famous band or person or musician that you've ever heard of, but it doesn't mean they haven't lived that same kind of musician's life. And
An amazing journey.
We like to feature them and talk about their journey in a long form interview format, which is somewhere up to 2 hours long.
I forgot to tell you, they go 2 hours.
Ish.
Yes.
Did we tell you guys we're about 13 minutes?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
You
No.
gotta cut him off.
This
He has
might
to
be
go.
long. This might be long.
This might be a
We
long
might go long
episode.
because I like to talk a lot.
He likes
but
to talk
anyway,
But a side note, here's the thing, is we do the 2-hour interviews with the individual musician or a singer or whoever. And then what we have also incorporated is this unsung chat thing that we started as just an auxiliary to the Unsung Dreamers podcast. And lately, we've been going live on Facebook every Thursday at 7 p.m. Unsung Dreamers podcast Facebook page.
Which is kind of how we met, correct?
Totes.
it is exactly
Tell
how
us.
we met.
Like, we're like in circles before, but
Yes.
our friend Tyler, who's been on the show, was on your show.
Yes.
And I believe one night we showed up after shooting several episodes of
Totes.
our own show.
Yes, you did.
On your show, slightly inebriated.
Right.
Slightly.
It's part of the...
You did. I went home.
He wasn't there. He wasn't there.
So, do go check them out. We're going to put all their links down below.
And we may talk some more about that here in a minute.
Yes, we're going to talk a little more.
But speaking
That's who
of
we are.
local, we got this one from Europe.
What? From Europe. That's totally local.
So I'm going to pour this, but Lyal, I want you to talk about it because I got to go through several stages to pour this.
Yes.
Starting
How
with
fancy.
a wrapper.
There's a
How
wrapper.
fancy.
There's a cap. There's a cork. There's
Wow.
so many stages to this beer.
Why is there a wrapper,
Okay,
a
so
cap,
so we're
and a cork?
We're working with a lambic. Specifically, this is a peach lambic.
Peck.
There you go. I didn't want to pronounce it.
Lambic.
I don't know if that's right. Peck. Is that right?
Peche.
Looks like Peche.
Is it Peche?
Peche.
It looks like
It's
peach.
a Peche Lambic.
We're not sure.
Sorry,
but-
it looked like peach.
So the reason that those come with a wrapper and a cap and a cork is because when they first started shipping them across
marketing,
the
isn't
ocean,
It's all marketing.
No. There's a legitimate story behind it. The rocking of the ocean would stir up the carbonation in the beer, and before it got to the States, it would pop the cork out.
No kidding.
Wow.
And so they had to put the cork in and
With
cap
a
it.
cap.
Yes. Yeah. So
Very
there's a lot that goes into this. This is, if you've never had a lambic, it's a
I have not.
sour-ish beer. I wouldn't call it a full-on
But
sour.
it's a beer. It looks like a wine bottle.
I mean, it's like the original bomber bottle, right? So like the
I can tell you, this is some
Yeah.
skunky smelling stuff.
Uh-oh.
Oof.
Is it hoppy and skunky?
Oof. That's not
Not
hoppy.
hoppy.
It's just skunky.
But
Oh,
is
it's skunky. Wow.
More like a rotten peach, but we'll get there. So
That is
Now,
skunky.
disclaimer: I have had Lindeman's Lambic before, but I have only had the Creek,
Which is cherry, and the raspberry.
It's the raspberry.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what.
This is the Peche.
This is the
Or
Pacific.
the peach, or
Which is
the
peach.
See,
or the patch, or however.
Kept going back in
see,
there.
the problem is we live in Missouri or Missouri, depending, and we have a town called Versailles.
It should be Versailles, right?
Yeah.
Technically. But it has a little thingy over the E, so that makes me think that there should be somewhat of, like, peach.
That means it's a male.
like a-
I like the.
It's a male-y.
Okay, all right. We'll go with that.
All
right.
Let's get to tasting
So-
this. I have some more information about.
Interestingly enough, the nose just smells like peach.
It smells like skunk peach.
It's skunky peach. Yeah,
like a slightly rotten.
Yeah.
it is a weird one.
It smells a little skunky.
What are we
It's-
tasting at the same time?
It's like you've bought a
Certainly
peach and you've forgotten that you bought a peach.
Yes.
It was in the back seat.
It's the
You
bottom
rolled
of
up
the
underneath
fridge.
the front
Yeah.
seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're
Right.
spot
Got a
on.
little bit of
So-
that.
Somewhere in there.
I
All
guess-
right.
It tastes way better than
hey,
it
wow.
smells.
Not
Tastes
near as skunky.
Way
as it
better than it
smells.
smells.
Yeah.
Wow.
With a little tequila, this would be good.
Don't tempt me.
It doesn't have any skunk taste at
No,
all.
it tastes way
So,
better than it
have
smells.
you guys had a sour beer before?
I have
I
not.
don't think I
Okay.
have.
I don't think I have.
This isn't as sour as the Creek
I
was.
know. So
This
It's
is
not even
delicious.
close.
So the raspberry and the cherry from Lindeman's, those lambics are very tart. Which, I mean, the fruit's cherry and raspberry, but peach is so sweet. It nicely cuts that sour note. It's
Yeah.
round.
There's zero skunk.
Yeah,
Like it smells awful.
Now-
Sorry. But when you
Yeah, no,
taste
it does.
it, it's amazing.
Yeah,
That being said, I think I like the cherry better. I like that sour one.
I think I like this one better. What's this sit at ABV?
I normally hate peach.
4.5, I want to say. It's,
Okay.
it's not very high.
That's why I'm not generally up on lambics.
So
so low in alcohol.
I think it's
But
delightful.
but they've been here for a long,
You're
long
funny.
time.
So they started in 1822 as a brewery on a farm. By 1930, they had quit all farm operations to focus on their cherry lambic and another lambic that I'm not even going to try to pronounce. But one of the cool things I think I remember reading about Lindeman's is so they're in Brussels, and to get the yeast to ferment,
Open air fermentation.
open air. They have a big vat of mash and beer or whatever it is, and they raise it up like 100 feet, 100 and some odd feet.
Pump it up into a big tub at the top of kind of a tower building.
with
and then
open air windows.
Open all the windows.
And the yeast is collected wildly from the air in that specific region. So you can
That's
only
cool.
get this beer from that one spot.
Specific
So if it's a
place.
lambic, it has to be from there.
Yeah.
That's really,
I can
really
drink
cool.
that.
So
No, this is actually super good. I was
love
super
it.
nervous when I smelled it.
It's pretty
Because
fizzy.
it smells like Heineken.
It's
Which
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
hate,
it does
which
smell like. I
hate.
think you're spot on.
yeah, it's
It
that
does.
skunkiness.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But it
Well, it's
doesn't
also
have
in a green bottle.
any of that. The green glass.
But it's very sweet.
Green glass beer is always
bad.
a red flag for me. I can't deal with most
And
green
I
glass
notoriously
beers.
hate peach.
That's a good thing.
But this is really good.
But-
I could drink this.
Yeah. This
So I know they've got the cherry,
Yep.
raspberry, black currant, which I've got that refrigerator at the
That
house.
was like an Ozarks thing.
Yeah, but it's not. Well, I mean, I think that's what it
picking
was.
raspberries.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was called. I could be wrong. Well, we'll list it if I'm wrong. The peach, an unflavored lambic,
Yep.
which I'm really curious
What
about.
is unflavored?
I assume it's just sour water. I don't know.
probably just like beer. Well, it's probably more like just
I
normal
honestly
beer,
don't know.
maybe.
Just the
Kind of.
hoppy, just let the hoppies.
there's several different types, and
Delightful.
I've had 2 or 3 of them now, and I've liked all of them. Some better than others. This one's good. I like the more sour cherry better.
Can this be locally bought, or do you guys
actually,
ship it in?
I want to say these are about $9 or $10 per bottle. They're not that high.
Right.
They can be a little higher depending on where you buy them. This particular one come from Hy-Vee in Springfield.
Okay.
So they're fairly well distributed across the country.
Yeah, you can find them pretty much anywhere. They are one of the larger distributors, and they've been doing it forever.
I know from years ago you could buy the raspberry one at Sam's Club. They had those there.
Pretty sure you still can.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not one of those crazies that you got a special
No,
order
you
for
might-
Brown Derby or something.
You might have a hard time finding a specific one.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like if you're like, oh, I want the raspberry, you might have to hunt and peck to find it, but it will be around.
Yeah.
So,
Hunting.
I don't even know what I meant to
Hunt
do.
and Peche.
Peche.
Hunting Peche.
Peche, or however you're supposed to say that.
So, I think we said about what we want to say about this. Is there anything more you guys want to throw out? Any
this
episode
particular?
you'd like to plug?
Our episode?
Yeah, what's your favorite episode that
my
you've done?
gosh.
Wait, I'm gonna narrow it down for you. In the last 3 months.
Well, as far as a 3-month thing is concerned, we've kind of been a little bit limited to doing our live broadcasts, just the 2 of us, because obviously we had guests come to our studio and we would record interviews with them, and we kind of obviously went through this phase where we probably shouldn't do that. And so we haven't really had a local Springfield musician kind of on the show to interview, because we're trying to, abide by all the rules. So what's happened in the last 3 months is when we started doing our live feed episodes, which is just the 2 of us. And so it becomes more of just like a pop culture and just some Springfield related musical things, and maybe even some like outside of Springfield concepts of just us BSing. With that said, in the last 3 months, I went on a tirade one night about what was our I mean, I go on a tirade most of the time
Every week,
on our show.
there's a tirade from this one.
But I think my tirade about original songwriting in the local Springfield area, original songwriters,
And people are afraid to be original.
and whether or not they got the balls to put their original
good
music out there.
That's a good one.
Instead of being in cover bands, which I like to call paint by number bands.
Which you were in.
But anyway, I was in one. Yeah, no, I'm not a hypocrite. I'm just saying.
He's not pooping on it.
I don't remember what episode it was, but a couple weeks ago, I lost my shit about, wishing Springfield songwriters would put their stuff out there and have a little more balls. I think that was my favorite episode.
We can relate to that.
Yeah,
that's good.
A fair
That's good
bit.
stuff.
And that,
All right.
I have trouble learning cover songs, so
Yeah.
but I can
Just
write
the
them.
words.
Just the word part. I can write my own words.
Now, here
All
we
right,
go.
so go back, look up their podcast. Go back about 2 weeks, see if you can find the one that Dan's talking about. And
Yeah, we're not going to list the specific one. We're just going to give you the link.
Yeah,
and
right.
you have to find it
You have
yourself.
to find it yourself.
You
We're on
can,
YouTube
you can watch
too,
any
so.
of them, and I usually lose my shit about something.
All right.
All right.
You want to pour them?
Yeah, I was going to say pour a little bit for toast, and let's get
get
the
some
heck out of here.
squirts.
All right. Well,
All right.
Hey, you guys want to stick around and shoot one more? We'll do something fun after this.
Fine. We'll be here for a minute.
All right, so
I guess.
We're all going to be dressed the same for next week's episode.
Maybe I'll take my hat off, which is going to look horrible, but
No,
I'll
you
let my
won't.
hair
No, I
down.
won't take
That'll
the hat
look
off.
really good.
It'll be fun.
I'll give him my hat.
until next time.
Whether it
It's
be
great being
the
here.
really not sour that you're drinking,
The food that you're eating,
close your wearing.
or the people that you're meeting, grab more buddies and try something new.
I like that.